And we back. This is another episode of Frankly Football. You're here with Brandon.
Set it off, Chris. Me and my man BH back here to give you a little more taste of the flavor, man.
That's right. And the theme of this video, along with the title, is going to be Stockholm Syndrome. If y'all don't know what Stockholm Syndrome is, it's where a person gets kidnapped and they start to fall in love with their kidnapper. And we were breaking down some Joe Looney film today, and I think that a lot of Cowboys fans have Stockholm Syndrome. You can see how bad Joe Looney is for you. This is an abusive relationship, and yet for some reason they don't want to get away from him. It's perplexing to me.
Okay, so let's preface this before we start. We don't hate Joe Looney because Joe is a jovial guy, a guy that's good for the locker room, and he does all the fun things you want from a football player. But it comes to a point in time where you got to say, I'm tired of having bad offensive linemen.
That's right.
And having my other 3 or 4 great offensive linemen cover up for my bad offensive linemen.
Absolutely.
Right.
If you are in a relationship with an alcoholic, is good until they start drinking. That's so the relationship with Joe Looney is good until he gets on the field. We love him when he's on the practice field and wearing Zeke Elliott's jersey. But when he gets on the field, that is when it's bad.
Wait a minute, B. You said, hey, everything's lovely, everything's fine. We're at the dinner table, we're eating, and everything's fine. But when somebody breaks out the wine, everything go left.
It goes left, all the way left. And that's what it's like with Joe Looney.
Right.
So today we got a couple plays lined up today. This is going to be a slight film session to where we are going to show you that Joe Looney's insufficiencies on the field is not worth keeping him around because
wait a minute, B. You're going to give me 3 to 5 plays? It's a 70-play game, B. You're going to say 3 to 5 plays justify the fact that we need to get rid of old Jumbo Joe, my homeboy? Is that what you're saying?
Now, here's the thing. He may be bad for 65 of those 70 plays, but him being surrounded by premier talent, Tyron Smith, the new and improved Connor Williams, Zach Martin, the best guard in football, and Lyle Collins, a rising star at right tackle, that covers up his insufficiencies.
So him being the weakest part of Voltron makes him to the point, if we can do better, why not solidify Voltron more? Is that what you're saying, my friend?
Absolutely. I love the Voltron reference. I love it. Yes, that is exactly what it is.
Okay. So break it down. Let's look at it.
So here's what we're doing. The first game that we want to go to is one that we had a lot of upside with in the 2018 season. That was against the New Orleans Saints because we were happy that we won the game. But little did you know there was havoc going on while we were celebrating the victory. And I'm going to show you that today. So here we go. We're going to pull up the screen. And here's the first play. This was in the third quarter. It was 2nd and 3. And there was 9 minutes and 27 seconds left on the clock. So here we are. We're going to watch it first from the standard view that we would see if we were on TV.
Gotcha.
And we see Zeke Elliott gain 2 yards right there, right?
Gotcha. Right.
Okay. Now, here we go in the cartel view. This is where you really want to pay attention. Right. So I'm going to pause it right there. You see the lineup right here. My main man that I used to love, Rico Gathers, motions over.
Rico Suave.
And look at that. Look at that. Misses the guy.
Ole!
Gives him a hug.
I didn't know we was in Mexico, man.
I didn't either. And I'm going to circle Joe Looney. I'm going to keep the mouse cursor on Joe Looney. And look at 56. Write him a postcard and go on vacation.
Right.
Take Zeke with him.
Right. Go run it back, man. Bring it back,
right.
B. So you turn around on this play, you gain 2 yards. So Joe's sole responsibility was to block 56. He totally whiffs on him.
And
56 makes the tackle, but if Joe makes this block here, Zeke is one-on-one
with the DB 43.
Well, 43. He's one-on-one with Williams.
Yes.
One-on-one in the hole. And on this play, you're already at 1st and 10. Right, you're at 1st and 10. So this clearly could have been a first down. This could have been another first down.
Yes, because this is in a short yardage scenario where they were second and short.
Right.
So
they're 2nd and 3. Right.
Yeah. So if Zeke gets that one-on-one opportunity with the DB,
right,
I think that Zeke could either get to the point of attack and go through him, or take him on a little road trip with him. Or take him on a road trip and get an extra 3 or 4 yards
and get a first down.
And that could have been a 10, maybe 12-yard play.
Right, and so one of the benefits that Joe has is that everybody says Joe has great feet because he can get out in space, on screens, run, and be able to go ahead and get guys down the field. But in short areas, or in areas where he's got a, hat on hat, he's weak at the point of contact, and he misses blocks like this over and over again. We've seen him do it in the Seattle game. We watched him do it terribly in the Tennessee game if y'all watched with us. And here's another one right here that Joe shows us, hey, I'm just gonna miss this. I mean, totally miss it.
Absolutely.
And this is another example of Zeke being great.
Absolutely. Because this could have definitely been a no-yard game. Zeke fell forward.
Absolutely.
Now here's the situation. You mentioned that Joe has great feet. That doesn't mean much if Joe has a lack of push, or if Joe's arms are a half an inch to an inch and a half shorter than other options at center, who may be able to provide more push and more body in the position.
Absolutely.
So what we have there is someone who can move, but someone who can't produce power.
Well, even if you move and you don't touch anybody, that doesn't make a difference. Having
Absolutely.
great feet and not touching anybody doesn't mean anything. But that's Absolutely. A common reference and common theme with Joe. But because we love Joe, because Joe gonna treat us right now, Joe is not gonna beat me again. Joe loves me. That's why I want to keep Joe around. Joe, he just, they said something that worked, and that made Joe do what he did. That's a little bit of Stockholm. So give me another reference with Joe.
Absolutely. So, Joe, like you said, is the boyfriend with the potential, and I'm gonna pause that. I'm just gonna give you a quick pause. But okay. Joe is the boyfriend with potential. He does that thing right, which is move.
Okay, he got moves.
When the play depends on it, like we had just seen, Joe was the squeaky wheel in that play. He prevented that play from being a big game. And right. Ezekiel Elliott, like we said, a great player, picked up right. the slack and turned right. it into a positive instead of being a 0-yard game.
Zero game play, right? Absolutely. Zeke just being great.
Absolutely. So here's the next play that we wanted to look at. This is just a few plays later. This is the exact same drive, actually, in the Saints game. This is in the third quarter, 2nd and 19, with 7 minutes and 14 seconds left on the play. So okay. I'm going to pull that up, and we're going to break it down. So we're going to start this over. We're going to let the play run, then we're going to talk about it. Now, Zeke had to run for his life there, as you can see. We're going to get – that was just the commercial view. We're going to get the cartel view now. This is what you really want to see. This shows you everything. And, okay, let's start that again because technical issues are great. There we go. And I'm going to let it run fast, and then I'm going to go back and put it in the slow motion. You might have missed it there because it happened so quick. You might have missed it there because it happened so quick.
This play, okay, I'm gonna be the person that they were shooting at the club and they had thought that I was gonna get shot, and that's why Joe came to save me. This is a terrible play design. Pause it, Brandon. Pause it. The play design is so terrible because the job is, when we look to the left side, you got Cam Fleming, who's inadequate,
Absolutely.
Xavier Sulafilo, who a lot of Cowboy fans swore he was great, that we should have kept him. That's another Stockholm
Syndrom.
boyfriend, and Joe Looney. The play is designed where the guard automatically releases, and it's up to responsibility of the center to make a slide block and hit the D tackle. It's a terrible play design because it gives a free run for the defensive tackle one-on-one with the running back.
Now people may say, but Chris, that's just Joe Looney. That's a great play. What do you have to say about that?
No, Joe Looney don't make that play. Joe Mustache don't make that play. Joe Friday don't make that play.
And here's the thing:
nobody
Travis
makes that.
Frederick don't make that play, because this exact same play happened in 2019 when Travis Frederick was back against the Minnesota Vikings. The exact same play.
Hey, if you can show me the exact same play that Joe Looney blew, that Travis Frederick blew, then that means that this is a terrible play. Absolutely. Can you show that to me, my friend?
I will. I'll do that in just a second. But we want to let this play run first, and then I'm gonna get it off my screen and do that behind the scenes stuff. So we're gonna start that over just to avoid the technical difficulty. Now, once again, it happened real fast. You might have missed it. They all missed it. They all missed the D tackle. They missed the D tackle, and then you got Cam Fleming over here just being a straight civilian. Oh, he didn't even touch him either. So nobody wanted to block anybody. And once again, they asked Zeke to be amazing and go ahead and just beat the defensive tackle who has a bead on him. Yes.
Got a bead on him. Yes. Nobody blocked anybody. Cam Fleming didn't block the defensive end. Sulafilo doesn't block 98. And who are they looking to block? They looking to block the linebacker 56. So they expect Zeke to outrun everybody instead of just banging a guy.
And if you notice, Joe Looney freezes. My mouse is hovering over Joe Looney. Joe Looney freezes. And 98 is able to get the step on him and play.
Absolutely.
The way that play was designed.
Everybody's outflanked. Everyone's outflanked because no one stopped the D tackle to make the linebacker make a decision. When the defensive tackle was able to get straight in on Zeke, then that forced Zeke outside, which gave the advantage to the linebacker.
Absolutely.
If you just hit the D tackle, then that gives Zeke the opportunity to come back inside. And even if he steps inside for a second, it makes the linebacker pause. That gives Cam Fleming, as terrible as he is, an opportunity to get to the outside to make a block.
Absolutely. Now, I'm going to show you this in just a moment, how this is a flawed play design. But I still got to give Joe Looney this L to hold. I still got to give him the L to hold because he was in that situation to begin with.
But BH, it ain't his fault. It's somebody else's. It can't be Joe's fault.
See, this is what your standard everyday fan
I'm giving you the voice of Cowboy Nation. I'm giving you the mindset of Cowboy Nation that's saying, "Hey, Joe should play. Joe should be on this team. We love Joe. Joe is god awful. Joe is terrible."
Absolutely. I have two other young guys. Joe has a little bit of age on him. Joe ain't even 30 yet, but Joe got a little bit of age on him. I think this might be his 6th season coming into the league. That I would feel much more comfortable giving that position to a young guy who has longer arms and better vision, better decision-making skills.
Absolutely.
So these type of blunders is something that I am not interested in giving the opportunity to. And we're gonna see this now by this flawed play design. We're gonna take a second from bashing Joe Looney just to bash the previous coaching regime, because this is the exact same play that we just saw with Travis Frederick. Although a physically weakened Travis Frederick in 2019 against the Minnesota Vikings. So we're going to take a bit of a break from Bash and
Hey,
Joe.
Brand. Hey,
Yes.
BH. Check this out. Pause it.
Yes,
now,
sir.
So you basically telling me,
yes, sir,
play you getting ready to show me was in 2018, right?
No, this is in 2019.
No, the play where Joe Looney, Xavier Su'a-Filo, and Cam Fleming whipped on that play in 2018.
Yes, sir.
So that means that all three of those guys and that playbook was part of Jason Garrett and Scott Linehan's playbook.
Absolutely.
So if we look at this same play, and if it looks kind of like the same play, could we then deduce that Jason Garrett was still having input on the offensive game plan in 2019 when my young, outstanding, brilliant mind OC Kellen, #1 offense in NFL League Moore, was being the OC, and that Jason Garrett was still putting his stuff in it?
Now you thinking. And that's something that lets you know that the apple don't fall too far from the tree. So let's run this play. This is in the fourth quarter, 3rd and 2 at the Minnesota 11 with 1 minute and 6 seconds left.
Okay.
Now, as you can see, it did not end well. Lost 3 yards.
Right.
Now, here we go. This is the cartel view. Now, for those that are wondering, we have Travis Frederick back at center.
Right.
We have,
Young Connor.
Zach Martin.
No, that's Connor Williams.
I'm sorry. Connor Williams. This goes the opposite direction.
Yeah, right. So, and
the man. Tyron Smith. So these aren't pedestrians.
So everybody in this play is head and shoulders better than Joe Looney, Xavier Su'a-Filo, and Cam Fleming.
Absolutely.
So everybody on this play, most Cowboy fans, I want them guys in there.
Absolutely. I wouldn't find a single Cowboys fan who would say, okay, I don't want that player at that position.
Right.
So here's the play, and here we are at the cartel view. I'm gonna let it run fast. It happened so fast you almost miss it.
Again.
The exact same play. With the exact same result. So I'm gonna move it forward a tick just to let the slow motion go ahead with it. Travis snaps the ball. And immediately, Connor Williams.
There you go.
Connor Williams has to slide off of the defensive tackle, 95.
Right.
And is gone. Now, if you notice, Travis does not have the time in order to slide over. There is a design flaw in the play. The way that the play is supposed to go, the running back is going to end up running between where the center blocks the D tackle and where the tackle is.
Right.
And then he's going to have a clear lane with your guard having moved up into the second level and blocking the linebacker. But
if he does that, if he engages the D tackle.
Yes, sir.
Fully engages and then slides off to 54, it's a touchdown. Tyron Smith is over here being a demigod against the right defensive end, and Zeke walks in. Yes. He walks in.
Now, as you can see, we have much more successful play at the tackle.
Right.
The same result with a better quality center. Travis Frederick, even in his diminished state from battling the autoimmune disease, is still a better center than Joe Looney. But we see the same result because of the flawed design.
It's not an oval. It's 6 on 5. It's not an overloaded box. 6 on 5. I make a better block. If I got a better play design, I make a better block on the defensive tackle, giving my center the opportunity to get up. I can get up to the linebacker because it's 3rd and 2.
Absolutely.
If I engage the D tackle, Connor Williams slides off and gets to 54 Hendricks, Zeke walks into the end zone.
Absolutely. So we just wanted to take that brief moment to show you that there is a design flaw in the play, and you got to throw that play away. You gotta rip that page out of the playbook, ball it up, and burn it. Don't even throw it away. You burn it. You don't even want it to be recycled.
Right. So in conclusion, we're saying that regardless of a bad play flaw, which that play was, we have enough evidence right now to say Joe Looney does not belong on my football team this year. And some of the guys that we can think about putting in that position, even though they may not have played a snap, you've got to look at Tyler Biotish. You've got to look at a Connor McGovern. And even if you have to go into the season with a Cody Weichman, if you can go with Cody Weichman as your swing guard, I have a better chance of winning than I do with saying I can hold on to Joe and let him beat me after he finished having that fifth of ripple at the end of the night, because I can't take another whipping. I can't do it anymore. I'm almost like Tina Turner in the car, and what love got to do with it. And if I gotta go to the hotel and I got 37 cents in my pocket, I'm just gonna make it from there. But I can't do another day with Joe.
Absolutely. Just break up with him. You deserve
just let him go.
You deserve let him go. Better.
That's it. You deserve better, girl. You deserve better.
So that's what we wanted to take a few minutes to talk about today.
Gotcha, man.
How we deserve better. How we need to move on. So
you can find better out there. You know, go ahead and put your new dress on. Go out to the club, have a few cocktails, and meet you somebody better.
And
Cody Weichman, Connor McGovern, Taylor Biotish. Somebody gonna treat you better than Joe gonna treat you.
And that's all we got to say.
That's all we got.
Frankie Football, and it's been great. Thank you.